Greetings and welcome to TFT Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon and Banshee. This is me, Oberon, and I'm doing my show, Goth Tarot, the Wednesday morning show that tells you what's going on in the shadow side of your life. How do we do that? We do a reading constructed around the Mystic 7 spread, where we use 6 points on the interlaced triangles with the 7th card in the middle. I also throw a little shadow work at you, an affirmation from the Earth and Bone Oracle deck by Syrian Shadow. And so here we go. We ask several questions and we use the points of the star to kind of illuminate darkly what's going on. And as I said, I use several decks, a number of them from the Lo Scarabeo tradition of decks by Llewellyn. And these decks, in no particular order, are the Night and Sun Tarot, the Ghost Tarot, the Santa Muerte Tarot, and I also use a couple of other decks, the Crow's Magick Tarot and the Black Tarot. So here we go, and the first point of the star is the dark design, more or less the focus for this week. And by the way, that week is today, Wednesday, the May 24th, through next week, May 31st. Okay. You know, we get this a lot here on Goth Tarot, I'm not sure, or something similar. It's the King of Swords. He's reversed. He's in the dark design, so this maybe represents there's a loss of some movement here. There's a loss of maybe being able to achieve or move forward on certain goals. It could be also saying, too, that we're looking at things wrongly, we're making the wrong decisions about something, or we're involved in the wrong choice or the wrong judgment that's going on here. It could also represent an attitude of very harsh things happening, perhaps even legally around us. So this is our design right now, and so it looks a little bit contentious, to say the least. Okay, the next card is the Dark Drama, also drawn from the Santa Muerte Tarot. And the Dark Drama represents the influences that are coming from around us. And it's the reversed Six of Wands. And I think people around you in the environment, they're feeling like you're not giving them the attention they need, or you're not noticing something special, or you're not giving them credit for what they've done. So this could involve a sense of bitterness here as a dark drama, a dark influence. It could be tied into that card. I'm not sure exactly yet how that could be. We know that maybe we feel there's contentiousness with some of our goals or opportunities now. And it doesn't help, I suppose, if people are trying to say, you're not paying enough attention to me. And that can be done in various ways, too. That can be literally done in very overt, bad ways, as well as just maybe more whiny kind of ways. Yes, I said that. Okay, so position 3 then is called the Dark Destiny. And the Dark Destiny represents the way things look like they may be going forward. It's not an accurate destiny. It's just saying that right now these influences look like they're going that way. And it's the Three of Swords. So that fits, really, because the Three of Swords talks about things that are painful and maybe are separating us, or maybe are throwing a lurch in various other kinds of plans, even, that kind of thing. Going to move those further apart like that. So the Three of Swords, if things continue more or less, you could be looking for separating from this situation. You could be looking at this situation hurting you, emotionally speaking, very hard for certain reasons, you know. And of course, when people really misunderstand you and assume bad things about you, you know, it could feel like that's what's happening. They're just going to pull themselves further away, frankly. So perhaps that is what haunts us then, things like that. And that begins our next triangle here. The dark shadows, the things that haunt us, the things that we can't seem to get away from, that they're just there around us, they're reminding us, or they're showing us things perhaps from the past that are effective in this regard. So I use the Goth Tarot, which, as I mentioned, is a low scarabeo. Whoops, I think I always do that. And with that, I'm looking not at literal physical ghosts, though it's possible. I'm looking at really the psychic, emotional traumas that are haunting us, the things that, as I said, maybe are somewhere embedded within us, and we find it really hard to escape them or to not feel haunted by them. Right. So again, what is haunting us? What are our dark shadows? And it's the world reversed. And so what haunts us then is the feeling that we're always going to be looked at as imperfect, or whether it's ourselves doing that, you know, that we can't escape from the idea that maybe these situations cast a pall of us that feels like we can't complete our projects. We just decide to remove ourselves from those energies or those situations. And so we're not finding success, we're finding only incompletion, things that are still left for us to work on. And of course, that's pretty much haunting too, the fact that we still have things to work on in order to be successful, even though they seem to be obstructed in various ways. Bam! What can I say about that, eh? So now then, we move to the next position, which is the dark truth, the actual reality that we have to accept, perhaps, in all of this. And for that, I use the Night Sun Tarot, which is also a low scarabeo. And it's also done by the same artist that did the Santa Muerte, Fabio Listrani. And no, I am not pimping for Llewellyn or low scarabeo. I just believe in giving credit where credit's due. If I'm using these things, then I feel I should mention where they're from. You can decide for yourself if they are appropriate or not. I hopefully think that you will understand that I am but a simple card reader here to share those insights that I may be getting here. All right. I think I want to cut it that way. So, the dark truth, the reality that we must accept. It's the reversed King of Wands. He's right next to our opener, reversed King of Swords. So, this was kind of like our focus, and now this is our reality that we may accept, that we can't engage with people or get levels of cooperation from people that we thought we might have been able to. We're not able to charm the pants off of everyone, or to just merely gain cooperation to use the better aspects of our personality to try to make people cooperate with us because they like us, they want to work with us. And so the thing is we have an anti-charisma. We have negative kind of charisma. It may be attractive in a different kind of way. It may be why some people feel they want to have these situations that they talk to us about, our feeling of neglecting them, and maybe that's part of the goth mystique. I don't even know about that. So in all of that, when I look at it, I wonder, is there some dark twist, something that is an unexpected possible reality of sorts, or I don't want to say reality, but a turn of events, an unexpected thing that happens that resets, pulls out the rug, flips the script. And for this quality right over here, I am using the Black Tarot, and it's a different company. It's not Lo Scarabeo. It's Black Art Victoria, and it's by Victoria Iva. That's the artist. It's a fascinating deck, and I love it for Goth Tarot, of course. But the dark twist is what we did not expect, and what could possibly be a changer one way or the other. It's not guaranteed that that twist is exactly beneficial or helpful. What is it then? What is the dark twist? It's judgment. Judgment upright. I'd say that the dark twist represents coming to terms with the reality in a different way, to such that we really come home to Papa, come home to Mama, come home to the God or the Goddess, however we want to look at that, come home to Jesus. Judgment represents a critical change in where we place our values, or where we see our struggles and our energies ultimately taking us to. So the dark twist is something unexpected that could happen that really pulls us away from this. It maybe literally takes us out of the main mundanities that may be shown here, or that may resonate to you. It's a game changer. This is a true game changer. It is a true black twist. It's not guaranteed to come, but you could possibly see the signs of it coming and maybe tip fate that way if that were your inclination. So still necessary in all this is perhaps the idea of where our dark gift is, for which I use the Crow's Magic Tarot. And the dark gift is what powers we naturally have, what resonances, instincts, resources, abilities, whatever those things are that could possibly be helpful in this situation. What could change things? Besides that twist, how can we change things with these abilities that we have? What is our dark gift? And our dark gift is the Two of Cups. It's upright. I'll leave her right there. And the Two of Cups is talking about harmony and trust and partnerships and strength. And I think that's the gift, is that in all of this, there still may be people on the other side of that drama, people who do believe in you and are willing to work with you through those situations where your anti-charisma is not helping at all, and where others are ready to leave you. Someone will still remain, your true friend, your true relationship, to help you overcome the twist if it shows up, to help you resolve your feelings of inadequacy or imperfection, and to get you through this time of judgments, harshness, or severity. So I'm going to do the earth and bone shadow work now. And as I mentioned, the deck is by Syrian Shadow. It's a wonderful complement to the reading, I think. So I hope you enjoy it. I've drawn prosperity. The cards are always read upright. It's number 17. Wealth, contentment, success, achievements, abundance. You are manifesting so much abundance from pursuing bliss. Prosperity is yours to grasp. The love from the universe is aligning with your soul's purpose. Share what it is that you are passionate about. Everything you desire already exists. So stop worrying, stop doubting, and put all your attention and focus into the joy and love of learning what it is that makes you expand. You have so much positivity and light to share through your passions. What is it that makes you feel excited? What sparks joy in your life? Do more of that. Your joy is contagious and opens the portal to so much abundance. You already are everything and have everything that you need to achieve total happiness. If you don't know how to appreciate what you have and where you are, you'll only want more. Abundant people are those who believe that they always have enough and understood this philosophy long before they had excess. Like attracts like, so attract the abundance that you are being regularly gifted from the universe, and pursue exactly what makes you happy, excited, and fulfilled. You can't lose. Affirmation. I am ready and open to receive all the prosperity that I deserve. I am constantly attracting abundance into my life. And so I look at that and I realize that a lot of what the reading was about seemed to indicate situations where people were maybe expecting more from you or expecting you to want more, and maybe you didn't, or maybe you felt pressured, and maybe people said, you're not doing it for me, maybe I'll leave, and maybe you didn't help, you're anti-charisma. But ultimately, and despite any dark twists that change yours or others' hearts and minds, I think the real key is prosperity. The shadow work that was given to us. I think it is about this idea that you have what you need, and you don't need anyone to tell you you need more if you don't want it for yourself anyway. You know, I was thinking there was something else I had to say here, but I can't really think of what it is, so I'm just going to have to sign off then and say thank you for coming to Goth Tarot. I hope it was an enjoyable experience for you, and I hope to see you next week. Don't forget to watch the rest of our shows this week. The Emotional Exchanges, Friday at 10 a.m. Happy Hour, Saturday at 10 a.m. You know, the Emotional Exchanges is at 7 a.m., so correct me on that. Happy Hour is 10 a.m. on Saturdays, and Banshee's Material Matters is 10 a.m. on Sundays. Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.